DoorDash driver mama. Andrea TV here from DoorDash driver mama, coming to you on Super Bowl Sunday. In the daytime, morning time, we took our daughter to her 2 basketball games, while the hubster took the boys to their SAT prep for the oldest and baseball practice for the youngest. And we'll be working just a couple of hours this evening for a dinner shift. Hopefully we can make it a great one, and we will be back. All right. She got the and one. Go, Yanni. It is now 6:08 p.m. We are down on the avenue, and we're going to do some Super Bowl dinner. We're going to probably stop about 9 o'clock. I'm not going to be watching it myself because I'll be working, but we have our first order, $12.25 with a plus sign. It's a $2.50 peak pay, and it's going 3.4 miles. Then they sent an add-on right away because it said very busy red, and it is Super Bowl evening. The add-on was for $13 with the plus sign, but it's going an additional 3 miles into DC, but we're taking it because we're not going to wait the 10 minutes. We're not going to wait for or decline it and risk a point. And with a 13 plus, it should go up. Hopefully it does. And we're getting some sushi and some ramen. You would think they would want pizza and wings, but I'm grateful because I have worked Super Bowl before, and the pizza and wing places are going to be backed up like nobody's business. Let's go get the sushi. The sushi was ready. We are back in the car, and the $13 is probably not going to go up. If anything, it might go to $13.25. They ordered 1 spicy tonkotsu. So 1 hot soup bowl with vegetables and noodles and the meat, and that is all. And it's in the car, and we're on our way. And the game is starting. It is now 6:22. They are walking on the field now. I predict the Chiefs to win. I'm not betting any money, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it'll be a 3-peat with the Mahomes and them. Even though, is it Saquon is going to give them a run for their money? We'll see how it turns out. This will be posted tonight. So we just dropped off, and that 1 spicy tonkotsu, they tipped $9.50, so that went up to, I believe, $15, and we're playing a dangerous game. They asked if we wanted to switch zones because now we're in a new zone, and I said no, but they usually try to send you one for that zone anyway. Hopefully it'll be one going back towards the avenue, but if not, we'll have to decline it. But I'm at 73%, so I have a little to play with. It is now 6:44. We are back on the avenue. It is 7:09. We have not received any dings from DoorDash. Quite a few Uber Eats that were decent, and if it was the middle of the afternoon on a weekday, but if it was the middle of the afternoon on a weekday, I would take them, but it's not. It is Sunday night. Here we go. Let's see what it is. It was for a 14-inch 1 pizza, cheese pizza, plain pizza, but we're grateful. $9.25 with a plus sign. They literally live around the corner. If it's a square block, the pizza shop is at one end and they are diagonal at another end, an apartment. So it may go up a few cents or a few dollars, but hopefully it won't take too long. So we are walking to the pizza shop, and we finally did get an Uber worth taking. $11.17 going 3.3 miles. We are going to do the DoorDash fully first, then go pick up the Uber. It is literally like 2 blocks from here. Let's go. And the pizza customer tipped $10. Went up to $15.25. Let's go downstairs and get the Uber Eats. We have the Uber in the car. They're getting 2 orders of twisted tenders with honey mustard and fries and some mozzarella sticks, and they were ready. We just dropped off. It was a meet at door, and we'll see if it goes up or remains the same. Either way, it was still a good order. Let's see if we can get one more. 7:46 p.m. We called to check on the game, and maybe I'm wrong. I've been told as of right now it's 17 zip, and they just threw a pick 6 to bring it up to 17 because when I called the youngest son, it was 10 zip. He told me he didn't want to watch it, and he went back upstairs to his room to talk with his friends, and the game was boring, and it was 10-0. Called my daughter to tell him after halftime, make him come back down. So we're going to try to catch the tail end of the game, and 7 minutes left. Maybe Mahomes and them will come with one touchdown before halftime, but we'll see. But we got to make this money. It is now 8 o'clock on the dot, and we have what's most likely our last order for the night. We do want to catch some of the game before it's totally over, and it is a good one. On Uber Eats, not DoorDash. DoorDash usually dies down about 8 o'clock on a regular week, and today is no different. So we didn't get any order from DoorDash. We have a large order on Uber Eats. 12 items picking up at a sports bar. So a bunch of bar food, and it's 5 miles and change. They only have little bags of food. So we have our big catering bag to hold them all in. And yeah, let's go give them their halftime food and make our way home. Something's in my eye. Should have known. Too good to be true. Someone already picked up that order and went home and fed their family well. God's not going to bless you. So we turn back on the app. Let's see if we get something by 8:15. 8:20, we did not get another offer from DoorDash at all. A few bad Uber Eats and one match we would have taken, but we didn't get it in time. So we're going to do one more pass through the stores, and then we'll be heading home if we don't get anything. 8:32, did the pass through, didn't get one, but I'm a little stubborn. I want one more order before I go home. We've been out for 2.5 hours. We're at, I believe, like $55, but I hate wasting that time or not knowing I didn't make anything in that last, bit of time. We're going to cut it off by 9. My daughter said it's now 24 to zip, and my husband is dozing in and out. And the youngest son went back upstairs, and I said, call him when it's over so you're not watching it by yourself. But hopefully we'll get there before it ends so we can get some guac and chips and a wing or two, and I'll be back when I have one. 8:42, and we have our last for the night. It is on Uber Eats. 9:58 going 6.9 miles. I usually like to have $2 a mile or more, but it is Sunday night. It is very little traffic, and the drop-off is not too far from the highway, so it's not going to be a big deal. And they said, I think it's less than 30 minutes based on the screenshot that it'll take. We are picking up some kava, and they did send the last DoorDash, which we declined. $5.75 for 1.3 miles. Going to get someone another one of those tonkotsu soups. Not for me, not tonight. We're going to get our kava and go home. As I walked in, they had the bag already on the ledge, and he called out the customer's name to me because I guess that's the only order that they are making. They are already cleaning up for the night, and it is only 8:46. They don't close to 10. It's nobody in these streets, and we're going to go home too after dropping off. We are still on our way, but I was just thinking about something. Songs come in my head, and as I was getting my last drink at Panera for the night, that song, well, I'll say the beginning before the song starts. I saw him walk in with his cowboy hat, and I said to myself, I could use some of that. That song by Ella Langley. Excuse me, you look like you love me. Now, how the heck did Cowboy Carter beat out Ella Langley? I'm just saying, just thinking about it, but we're still on our way. Still on the way. See, I don't follow the Grammys really, or a lot of music, secular music, anyways. But she wasn't even nominated. I just looked it up. Ella Langley hasn't even been nominated for a Grammy yet. And yet you got Jay-Z paying for, to win them all. I don't get it. Money talks and everything else walks, I guess. We're still on our way. And that order is dropped off. I don't know why people want you to meet them at the door and then they're not ready or able to come down. It is one of the buildings where you can't get up in the elevator without somebody letting you in, and the concierge was gone. It had the little sign at the desk. So we waited a couple of minutes. Uber gives them 7. I wasn't waiting 7 minutes. I texted them 2 or 3 times. They did not respond. So after 2 minutes, I left. And we're going to wait for the final tips. The 11:17 remained the same. We ended our dash. We made $44.75 on DoorDash. So this is going to probably turn out to be about a $60 dinner night, or for 3 hours, about $20 an hour, maybe 21. And for Super Bowl Sunday, very unimpressive, but we're very appreciative. I will come back with my totals once it is final, even though I'm sure that's what it's going to be. And we'll give you our totals for this week. Now this week, I think we put in, I can't even do it now because usually I was only doing DoorDash and Uber Eats. And because DoorDash is so slow, January and February until mid-February is just slower than the summertime. And I picked up on my Instacart usage. So I did quite a few Instacarts. And when I'm doing an Instacart, I turn off both Uber Eats and DoorDash. But I would estimate we did between 40 to maybe 45 hours worth of active time waiting for orders or doing orders this week. But it will be in the screenshot, and hopefully we can catch a little bit of the Super Bowl. DoorDash driver, mama. 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 DoorDash driver, mama.
Early in the playoffs against Green Bay, and they really played a phenomenal game against Green Bay. We had them against Washington in the championship game, and that is carried over to this game. When they play well, I thought they were going to be very difficult to beat.
Played more than well today. Here is Barkley, tries to get to the edge, and again.